It's hot up in here. It is hot up in here. Whoo, doggy. Let's check the temperature. Where have I stuck that little thing now? Oh, it's over here in the flower pot. I'm telling y'all, it is hot. Can you see this? Let me kind of zoom you in a little bit, right? Oh, hold on, let me lift it up. What is that reading? It is reading 90 to 94 degrees up in here. 94 degrees Fahrenheit. I just got that sitting in a hanging basket, pretty much in the middle of my greenhouse. 94 degrees. And it's probably in the 60s, late 60s. High 60s, not late 60s, outside. My darling, he came in here earlier this morning. He's like, wow, you know, that made me feel really cool, because he felt the warmth from it. But yeah, here's the floor, aka ground, done. And there, I mean, this landscape fabric, it is kind of thin, and it does kind of tear in little spots. But right there, I can patch that with more plastic, more fabric, whatever. And there's another spot down there. So when I was moving the table, here's the first table that one's just something I stuck in here, cut the sides off. I'm gonna use that for something else probably. But anyway, this was one of them long pallets my darling had brought back to the farm, and I needed to put legs in them. Well, this greenhouse is on an inclination, and it slightly comes up right there. I took me a board and a leveler, and I had stuck it on the back here where I wanted it to come up as high. This height right here, which is from the ground at the bottom, it's like 37 3/4. No, I'm sorry, it's 37 1/4. Yeah. Anyway, I had placed me a board and I held it out, and then I put a level on the top of it, and it told me I needed to make these boards in the front 34 inches because of the hill. And I was like, all right, that makes perfect sense. Well, I do that. It didn't work the way it was supposed to work. Therefore, we have rocks all outside. These real pretty stones, really. I'd call these kind of stones instead of rocks. But I thought, instead of taking them legs off and going through all that trouble and having to cut more, why not improvise? Therefore, I found me some rocks, aka stones, and put them underneath the height that I needed, and it made my table level. Then I took, and I'm going to replace these with thicker zip ties, because my thick zip ties are like these up here. They're real long and thick. But my little ones, I've got little ones out here. All I did was take them, and I put, you know, about 4 of them together, and I zip tied it to the pallet, which is the frame of the greenhouse, and that made it completely sturdy. Now this table is, look at there. If you shake it, you shake the greenhouse. It's completely sturdy. I've got some of my plant supplies there, some of my hanging baskets there. This is what these are looking like after pouring them out here. Now these here, they're starting to dry. How pretty is that? These here had a lot more honey, aka syrup in it. Therefore, they're taking longer. But the cool thing is, little bees, because I haven't filled up the cracks yet. Y'all, I haven't filled up the cracks in my greenhouse yet. And they're only right here at the window. There's one. And then down here, these are the only cracks left. Okay, I don't even have my window pulled shut completely. Because when it's pulled shut completely, you know, you can't really see anything there. There's some there. And then right, oh, where is it? Right there. Yeah, there's one there. And then right here, there's a gap. And then when you shut the door, I got to get hinges put on this. There's a little gap right there. I've got to close that off like pretty quick, because I don't want no snakes up in here. That ain't gonna go down pretty. Me and snakes, we don't get along. I ain't the type of gal that's gonna run from them. I'm the type of gal that's gonna take care of them, and they ain't gonna have to worry about that same snake no more. But even with these gaps in here that I haven't fixed yet, it is that warm in here. That warm. And like I'm telling you, it's about high 60s outside. So it's about 20 degrees warmer here in the greenhouse. It's a baraka. I can't imagine how much warmer it would be without this here shade cloth. I love this thing. But yep, I'm fixing to get busy. Not this yom, because this is our, let me see if I can speak this right. Our Aleph Yom Shal Abib. Our first Yom, D-A-Y, of spring. There you go. Hello, Yahweh. What a wonderful Yom. Our first Yom of Abib, of spring. Yahweh's, let me think how I wrote it. Okay. Yahweh's Rosh Hakadash Shana. Yahweh's head of the renewed year. It's a learning process, but it's a beautiful one. And what beautiful Lashon Safa. Lashon is tongue, or Safa is language. What a beautiful language we have to learn and to grow in with our Abba Yahweh. But yep, that's the table. That's the first one. It's about 9 foot, a little over 9 foot long. And I'm going to put another one right here. And I might do the same thing with the legs. Purposely make them that high. To purposely put a rock underneath them. To have the pretty rocks. Because I love the rock look. It's just beautiful. It's your pa. But I'm going to build a shelf on the bottom of them. I'm going to take some beams and go from end to end and from here to there. And I'm going to take some boards and make me a bottom shelf on this. Therefore, I'll have more room to store things and keep them off the ground. And that way I can see underneath them better too. And maybe keep some more spiders off of them. You'll have spiders, I'm here to tell you. Especially with pallets. You have to be careful when you use wood, especially older wood. You got to watch out for brown recluse, black widows, any kind of thing that's dangerous like that. You got to watch it with these old boards. And most of the time they're going to be at the very bottom. Probably not having any troubles with black widows because it's not wet wood. You know what I mean? It's not moist, wet, rotten wood. But the brown recluse, yeah, you got to watch your back on those. Here's your fact. Echinacea. They used to call, and some people still do, call echinacea snake oil. The reason they call it snake oil is because if you take echinacea and you apply it to where the snake bit you, and then you get it in you also, and you do poultices of echinacea, and you take it internally, the echinacea is the one herb that will, or it's definitely the herb that will counteract with the poison. And wherever the poison starts eating away your skin on the outside, the echinacea stops that and reverses the effect and starts rebuilding the skin tissue. Plus it neutralizes the poison within the body of the snake bite or the brown recluse bite, or any kind of poisonous spider or snakes like that. If you get it in you quick enough and on your skin quick enough, it will reverse the side effects. Do your own research on that. I'm just telling you, and I'm sharing that with you. Echinacea is wonderful. I have it growing in my herb patch. It grows wild here on the farm. There's different kinds of echinacea, but an echinacea's cousin, what people call black-eyed Susan, I call brown-eyed Susan because it looks more brown than black. That's their cousin. It has a lot of the same remedial properties. But echinacea is a very mild herb, but it is experientially potent when it comes to certain things like snake bites, poisonous spider bites. I just wanted to share this with y'all. This is, we're observing, of course, this is our first Yom of Abib, the first Yom of the new year. Hello, Yahweh, Yada Yahweh. I am not going to be planting anything today, or this Yom, and tomorrow we are now starting to observe FRI to SAT from when the Gadol War, the SUN, goes down at night until it goes down. The next night is going to be our Shabbat now. It's a long story. We have gone by a Chanuk calendar where our our Yom changes every year because according to the Gregorian calendar, you know, we don't follow that. But it changes. It was WED to THU this past year, and it was, I think, TUE to WED the year before. But this year it's going to be FRI to SAT. It's wild because we'll be observing it at the same time most folks do observe the Shabbat. But, you know, we don't know if we're absolutely correct. We have really no idea. But we are doing our best to do it. And truly, Yahweh, truly with His Yaladim, He truly knows our intentions. And if you have pure intentions and you're doing everything you can to figure it out, He's going to know that. And you're going to be His lad, His child. You know, let's not beat each other up about what you mean we observe as a Shabbat. We have to observe the Shabbat, period. Yes, the Yom counts. It does. But we have been put in a world that has been twisted upside down and turned this way and that way and changed. You know, back in the Roman time, they had an 8 Yom week calendar, okay? Confusion comes from that. Therefore, we really don't know the true 7th Yom, but we are working hard and striving at it. Never stop striving. And don't listen to other people that come at you and beat you up and condemn you for it. If you're putting your whole lob into being obedient to Yahweh, He knows that. He knows that. All right? We do need to clean our lashon, our tongue. We do need to clean our lashon. We do need to learn his Safah, His language, the Abrif. We do need to do that. All right? I just wanted to share that with y'all. I will take a separate video, show you the lettuce that is growing in my straw cold frame. Wow, it is like tripled in size since I showed you a couple of weeks ago. Hello, Yahweh. It is Yapa. All right. Shalom from Hilltop, all of y'all. Stay strong, grow strong, observe Yahweh's Shabbat, observe Yahweh's Muadim, that we are fixing to take part of the Pesach and Matzah, what people call Passover and unleavened bread, in two weeks from now. Getting excited, getting prepared. That's right, Mashpachah. It's time to get excited for Yahweh. Let's do His work. Shalom from Hilltop, all of y'all. All Yada to Yahweh for this table. All Yada to Yahweh for this farm. All Yada to Yahweh for this greenhouse. It is all Him, none of me. Halal Yahweh.